Alright, in theory, I'm live. I say that every single time, and it just keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. Haven't gotten the notification yet that I'm actually live, so we will see. Oh, there it is. I'm live. And the ad is starting. So greetings! Stay a while and listen to me, Marauder EX, as I play not what I intended to play tonight. We've already got Barbara, or we got Pin and Cirque. I thought I saw Barbara, but no, apparently not. We've already got a couple of people in chat. Hello, everyone. How are you this evening? So this was not the plan for tonight. The plan for tonight was a game called Noita, N-O-I-T-A. I don't know how to actually pronounce it. It's on Steam. It is a physics-based pixel art game where everything either burns or crumbles or it's physics-oriented. And you get spells that allow you to kind of like change the terrain. One of them is just a freaking grenade launcher, apparently. And I got it installed, I got it set up. It has controller support. My problem is my controller keeps cutting out because I'm using basically a crap wireless controller. I tried to pair some of my Switch Pro controllers, but I couldn't get that to work properly. So I will just figure out a workaround on that, because it has keyboard and mouse controls as well, but I don't have a wireless keyboard. So having the keyboard all the way over here would not be super beneficial to that. So last minute, I'm doing some Unicorn Overlord. I'm doing the Colosseum fights in my personal playthrough. And Jess is on their way. They will be here a little later. They did say last week they were going to be a little late, so it's just me for now. So, and no, I don't want to use the new external. Okay, so, yeah, Noita, I think that's how it's pronounced. I have no idea. I need to check. That will probably be next week's live stream, once I get that sorted out and I have a controller that works. But I've been adjusting my setup some as well, so hopefully we'll have a workaround for that. So hopefully, we'll see. But for now, we're going to be doing the Colosseum. So this is my main playthrough, and I'm pretty much at the end of this game. I've done everything. And so I wanted to play through it one time in its entirety before I recorded it, so I had a little bit of an idea of what I was doing. So one of the things that I've been doing, and I wouldn't want to put this in a Let's Play, is the Colosseum fights, except for maybe the first set, because you do get a character by beating that. And I probably wouldn't show off all of them. I probably would just do the last fight. The first run, you get a character named Amalia, and then once you beat that, it opens up the, hey, you've got extra stuff. And that's what I'm working on now, is the extra stuff. So I am dealing, and like this is not stuff that would be done, like I wouldn't do this on camera. At least not for a Let's Play. So I figure it's a good backup for a live stream. So hopefully you all enjoy this. Last week my internet was so slow I couldn't get on anything. I've been helping a couple of users in my area that have been having similar internet issues. Google Fiber just put in their lines in my neighborhood, and they've been doing that in a couple of places around town, and I'm wondering if with all of the additional construction going on in the triangle here, that we've been hitting either like max capacity for bandwidth, or there's just been signal interruption to several lines, because like there's been that's been a problem around here too. So I am going to. We're just gonna do some of this. This was my main Colosseum team, which is Berengaria's team. She is a spiked shield axe wielding just dominatrix, and I love her. And she's one of everyone's favorite people in this game because, you know, everyone likes a mommy dom. I'm getting demonetized within the first couple of minutes. I'm already telling you that one. And so, like, this team, I kind of like how this team has some really interesting synergy in terms of how it's designed to work. The backbone of it is the guy on horseback right there, who just melts people's faces, and I love it. I've been having fun with randomizers lately. Love the pot sanity and ZOORT or TR. Paper Mario 64 randomizer. Interesting. I was about to say, he should not have survived that, but okay. So yeah, my main team, still doing well. So I'll go over this team real quickly to kind of show what it is that they do. We'll do it with this team as well. So what this team does is, like I said, it's got Gloucester. He's the backbone of this team. He's got an ability called Dark Flame. Consume 30% of your own HP to attack a row of enemies. It adds damage to debuff targets, and it inflicts burn. So it automatically will debuff them, because burn counts as a debuff, I think. And then he's got a couple other abilities that, you know, inflict poison, Vengeful Axe, damage increases the less HP the user has, maximum increase of 100. So, like, that's actually pretty good. He will sacrifice his own HP to get another action ability. He has the ability to drain HP from people, and when he's attacked, he gets plus 20% attack and defense. And if he's got less than 50% HP, he gets a passive point. So, like, that's his whole thing. He doesn't get attacked that often being in the back row. But what happens is we've got Mommy Dom. She starts off with Eye of the Warrior Princess, which is just starts the fight. It is true strike, so it hits everyone unless they have a debuff immunity. And it inflicts negative 20% attack and negative 10 initiative. So it slows everyone down and makes them weaker. That counts as a buff, or a debuff. So that all on its own just sets him up. She starts off with Darude Sandstorm. Inflicts blindness, which means they're not attacking me. Any of their melee or ranged attacks are just going to miss. Blindness is a very broken thing in this game. That it doesn't affect evade or hit checks. It's just you miss. So that's a thing. And then I've got, when she attacks, she's got a heavy hitting attack and gives her an additional passive point if they're afflicted, which she starts the fight off with causing affliction, so that happens. She's got an AoE with stun, and she's got an attack that actually removes an ability's or an enemy's attack abilities. He's just got I attack everyone. Warhorn is great, but it doesn't actually work with this team because that's the problem that this game has that I kind of don't like, but I kind of get. So Warhorn says activates at the start of battle. Eye of the Warrior Princess activates at the start of battle. Both of those activate at the start. Well, here's the kicker. You can only have one start of battle. So one of them goes, which is whoever's going to be the highest initiative, which is Berengaria at 43 versus 35. So that one will always take precedent. So like I can, honestly, I should just turn that off. It's never going to get used, not in this team. But Warhorn in itself is a great ability. So I think I'm going to do a quick randomizer run and then LPC user. I'm waiting for my physical copy of Sea of Stars. I've played it on my Steam Deck, but if I want to Let's Play it, I'd play it on the Switch, which means I kind of want to wait for this. Couldn't find my first Minish Cap seed. Important items got locked behind Kinstone Fusions. England is weird. I mean, England is weird. It is. His name is Gloucester. But it's Gloucester. So like I call him Gloucester because he's ridiculous. But yeah, Gloucestershire, Gloucestershire. Eddie Izzard has a skit about that. That's you say herbs and we say herbs because there's a fucking H in it. Just talking about how American English and British English and their spellings. You put a U in color, and that's just trying to cheat at Scrabble. But yeah, and then I have a healer in this team, and I really actually kind of don't need a healer, because it kind of goes against Gloucester over here, because he does more damage when he's injured. But having a healer, is always kind of a good thing. This is one of those games that you should probably have a healer in every team, or at least some HP mitigation or regeneration, regardless. So, but let's go back to this, and we'll try this rank. See how it goes. And I believe Jess is here. So let's see what this team does. Oh, at least try. Well, doesn't she just put a wrench in my gears? Well, that's fine, because your debuff immunity only worked twice. That's better heal up. An ability called Penetrate. You came in at the right time for me to say Penetrate.
I sure did. What do you know?
So I told the viewers.
Hello, everybody.
I told the viewers. I didn't turn your mic on.
Okay.
So don't forget to turn it on. Because you're so good. Hello, Smithers. You're so good at turning me on. You should probably just ignore that. Anyway, as I said, I told our wonderful viewers that this was not the plan for what I intended to live stream tonight. I told you that I've got Noida. I can't get my controller to stay connected over here. It's because my controller's kind of janky, and I can guarantee there's too much signal interference. I've got too much wireless shit in this room, and that's the problem. So I'm going to take care of that, and that'll be the ticket for next week.
Okay.
And I just kind of had to figure something out tonight. So
and why not, butt stuff.
Why not? Why not butt stuff?
Oh man, so there was in Bloomington, Indiana,
Butt stuff.
a pharmacy called Butt Drugs. And so after a while, everyone just started marketing it as
Butt
they
drugs.
had T-shirts that I heart butt drugs. and my old roommate had one, and it was like the best shit ever. But yeah, hi everybody. I definitely pulled a me and showing up to the party late and beelining for the alcohol before saying hi to anybody.
I mean, let's use my main group, because they've got a bear with a hammer. Also, as I was telling everyone in the chat, that I'm basically at the end of the game in this playthrough. So there's a lot of weird shit in this.
All right.
As shown with a giant, there's a bear wielding a giant hammer and a giant shield. And oh, hey, that's me.
Hi.
All I can think of is in Soviet Russia, bear smashes you.
I mean,
I've only just begun.
really does though.
I mean,
Soviet or otherwise. Hey, Sir K-Pen. How's it going? So I also pulled the same stunt going to the talk, except there wasn't alcohol. But like, and they said when you registered for the event, please allow time to find parking, and I did. I did not, however, plan enough time in there for my IBS to say hello. So I showed up 10 minutes later.
there's not ever really an ability. You can't really be like, I'm going to prepare for my IBS. It just doesn't.
Easy now.
But I've seen the same librarian at the events I've gone to every day so far this week. And I wonder if she's starting to think like I have a crush on her. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if I have a crush on her.
I'm pretty sure I have a crush on her.
It's been a while since I've had one. I don't really know what it feels like anymore.
Oh, Lord, I don't want to deal with this group.
But I also saw John a lot the last couple of days. And I went early yesterday so he could show me all of the miniatures and maps and stuff that he has from D&D at the library, and he was showing me specifically, and they're amazing, the miniatures that were grant funded
Nice.
and then painted by either Sarah or a friend that's really into Warhammer, so they're very detailed.
Yeah, I saw Sarah painting some of the miniatures on Facebook, so.
Bolster your defenses. Our efforts shall not come to naught.
Bear surprise. I feel like that is like my corn surprise. Bear surprise? Surprise, it's a bear.
I really don't like that asshole with a shield. The flying one, not the one on my team.
You know, the other one.
So, you encounter a race of angels, and one of them is their tank unit, which his whole shtick is, oh, you debuff me? I'm gonna give it back to you. Like, he really kind of sucks at most everything else.
If I'm going down, I'm taking a motherfucker with me.
Basically.
Oh, I get an ad.
I'm here.
Black as blade.
Not finished yet.
Of course, I'm having trouble hitting the Griffin lady. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've won this fight, but I would have liked to have won by killing them, not just by doing more damage to them. Okay, yeah, I've won, but...
Well, that was a noise.
Yeah. I've noticed some things about some of the voice acting in this game. Alright. I'm gonna say, none of them are gonna do enough damage to actually, but I just can't freaking hit them because they're all flying. But I win. So, screw you!
You win. You hit harder than them.
Let's use my main team. For these guys, they've got a werewolf. Werewolf. Their wolf. Their castle.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I tried to mute it.
You doing alright?
So, the librarian I may or may not crush on, I don't know. She said her face, her allergies are fine until she walks in the building. And mine were largely fine today until I walked into the building. And I was like, you know?
It's all those book mites.
You know.
One thing I'm also going to do is I'm going to show off. So
Let me.
I had my main character marry the young lady in the back with the two swords.
Okay.
But I saved it before that. And so I'm going to change it to where I'm going to have him marry the young man in the front with the daggers. And I'm going to put that on.
There you go.
So everyone can see it. Because, like, that's one of the things I love about this. Is there's, like...
Jeez.
Yeah, he just... And then he just dies.
That was very. Have you ever hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker? But it's all just me.
I mean,
Just
I've hit a
fully
motherfucker
bodied.
with a motherfucker myself. You ever just fling yourself at an opponent? Let's see. Let's try another. Like, I don't think I'm going to do super well with any of these other teams because they are a little less leveled up. Let's try this one. I like this team. I'm trying to make them a little bit better. But let's see. I got my own little asshole with a wing shield.
Oh, Faye.
Witness a miracle. Grasp tight your faith. Protect me.
Yeah, you're not going to do too much damage to me. Like, that's just...
Healing you.
Like, I'm not entirely sure how this fight's going to go.
You little.
Like, I'm very curious. Like,
I shall bear it.
oh, no, you might kill my winged asshole. Oh, yeah, don't kill my elf. I kind of need her alive. She's the only one who can do damage in this team.
Oh, curative light. I'll not allow it.
Cheer up.
Like, it would be great if she healed herself. That would be...
Steel your resolve.
Position. Heal thyself.
In my sights. How embarrassing.
That I'm sorry. That is just a noise.
Yeah.
I shall bear it.
Oh, well, my winged asshole's dead. Oh, my sole source of damage may also be dead. Yep, she's dead.
You asked for it.
Yeah, I lost that one.
Yeah, it was rough.
The winged guy's built like Leafield Cat. He is. He's all chest and no head. So no head?
I don't know. It sounded like there was some head.
I mean,
That noise. It sounded like there was some.
let's try out my all horse all the time unit. So, one of the things about this game is when you're in actual combat, when you're doing like stage missions, you have to move across the stage. And so there's 3 things you have to manage when you're building a team. You've got their stamina, which is the number of times they can get into fights. You've got their movement type, which is either ground or affected by terrain, or if they're flying. And you've got their speed. The faster types units that you've got, like cavalry and the flying mounted units, like the Wyvern Riders and the Griffin Riders, they move faster. And it's kind of an average based off of everyone on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So an entire team of cavalry have the highest mobility rating. They are very fast getting across a map. There's an ability called It's the Griffin Rider ability. It basically hastened movement. It increases their movement speed by 100% for 30 seconds. I had not used it on this team until like 3 fights ago. And I had them at where they showed up at their camp. And then I was having them go over here. As soon as I unpaused it and allowed them to move, they were there. Their movement was so fast it didn't register it properly. They're just there. That's
Nice.
too fast for them.
The Brony Brigade, yeah.
Sadly, they're not enough to take out that one group. So let's go back to... Oh, I've been lovingly referring to this team. So this is the team that I was using for my first run of the Colosseum that you saw. Mm-hmm. And I've been referring to Berengaria here as Mommy Dom. Which you can see why.
I mean, yes. Yes.
I mean, the only person who's more mommy dumb than her is the person you get from the Colosseum.
Yes.
Who's wearing iron panties.
Can't forget the iron panties. I'm just... I struggle enough with Daddy Dom. Mommy has an entirely new layer of context added to it that's just... I am uncomfortable with that.
I don't know how to process mommy dumb.
Want to keep going?
You'll be okay.
Oh, it does... Okay. Oh, it does No, it doesn't remove their debuffs. It just prevents further debuffs from happening.
Your strength failed. Not happening.
Yeah, you're not hurting her. She's built like a brick shithouse. Her you can kill. You're probably gonna kill her. she's soft and squishy. As the clerics usually are.
And clerics are pretty squishy.
Not happening.
Darude Sandstorm.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Hey, Aaron, how does Sandstorm go?
I just I will love that song forever. And it lives rent free in my head, and I'm not mad about it.
Are you alright?
Oh yeah, that's
You
she's
need a cleric like Zolf or Ashley's character the first season.
Pike.
Yes, thank you. You need a Pike or a Zolf.
I mean, Pike is the kind of cleric, like, I'm a cleric in name only. Most of the time, I just murder people with a hammer. I gotta know, Sanguine Darts, what is that ability? I gotta see if that's from a piece of equipment. Also, I was about to say, was I blind? Because I should have hit the squishy caster. What is with that lady's evade? That's their, like, they blind. They do a lot of blind. And like I said, blind is really just kind of broken. I want to see what this group. Sanguine Darts comes from the Blood Moon Rod.
Okay.
Where the hell do I get that?
You're looking for a rod.
Oh, he also had evade. That's why. Like, he's just gonna evade everything. As long as he's got, passive abilities. Let's see, what's this next team? Let's actually take a look and see what we've got here. Alright, we've got a tanky healer. We've got a damage dealer who really just wants to rip my face off. We've got a Dark Knight.
Named Robert.
Named Robert. We've got a Griffin Rider named Chantel. And she's got Pursuit. Fuck, that's gonna suck.
I dated a Robert once. I deeply regret letting him touch my ass.
Just specifically your ass, or was that all he touched?
Oh no, the tits too. And my face. Like any of me, honestly. I'm just
I regret the physical contact.
all of it. I don't regret, however, accidentally racking him like 3 times in the 2 months we dated. It was a lot tinier then, and I didn't have quite as much meat on my bones, so like my hips were kind of sharp and standing there at homecoming, and I turn around to say something to somebody, and I got him with one of my hips.
I mean, usually people want, the hips, but not in this context.
Yeah. Not that one. He had a very Roman nose.
Roman Polanski?
No. Roman.
Ah. Oh, shit. I was not paying attention at all, and my main character is dead.
Too busy sympathizing for my ex.
I mean,
I've only just begun.
Wandering darkness.
Okay.
I'll do what I can.
How will you
I'll
fare?
do what I can. I won't.
You won't hurt my friends.
yeah, about to say, that's... A, you're not hitting. B, none of you are hitting a thief. Why are you trying?
They like the challenge.
I mean, they do.
Developing their character.
Well, the two people in the back, because they're flying units, their attacks are actually coded as ranged attacks. So they can attack my back row.
Want some?
It won't, because whatever they've got set, like, it's just not gonna work. So, like,
I'll do what I can.
oh hey, one's actually trying,
Them failing.
and all sorts of failing.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm sorry. There was, I had it, and it like, as soon as I inhaled, the thought ran away.
Oh, I thought you were going to comment on Scarlett's tit physics.
Oh no, I wasn't even paying attention to tit physics
See,
because
Scarlett is one of like 3 characters that has notable tit physics, and you're just like, really?
I get to look at tit physics every day. It's just not a huge deal for me.
I mean, you say that, and like every guy on the
Which?
planet's like, I would kill
No, related. So, I ended up staying at the library later than I intended yesterday. I went for a make your own bookmark led by these local artists, and it was a lot of fun. And apparently, one of the artists was very excited that I chose to draw Venus flytrap, because we were supposed to pick something native to North Carolina, and nobody remembers that
Venus
Venus
flytraps
flytrap
are-
is native to North Carolina.
Only place it can be found naturally is in our Outer Banks, because it's alien.
It's true. But I ended up staying because
How will you fare?
John was facilitating a talk right afterwards that was on mushroom foraging. And I was like, he's like, I don't know anything about it. I'm just the facilitator for this thing, and you know. But it seems like it could be fun. Like I know the presenter, and she's pretty cool. I'm like, okay, check it out. And I found all of the lesbians in Durham. Because
Every single one of them.
because the speaker was the owner of Arcana. I was like, here you are.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So yeah, John was like, if at some point you feel comfortable, you know, plague-wise in a bar, you know,
Do you want to come in?
he's like, go to Arcana. It's all of the things I like in a bar. It's dark, it's basement, it's queer. And I was like, okay.
Do you want to come sit? Come hang out with the people? Say hi to the internet? Hello, son.
So, just tit physics.
I mean, there's a game series that it pioneered tit physics, and then they did a terrible live action movie, and everyone likes to forget that exists. Do you want to sit down?
Hello. Hi. I miss you. How are you? So I oh God, this weekend I'm going to be so tired, but I really need to mow my yard. Hi.
Don't go dying on me.
don't worry, I've got some new ones coming in the mail. I ordered my glasses, and I kept myself to a minimum on ordering new tops. Huh.
You kept yourself to a minimum on that one.
On ordering tops, I'm clearly a power bottom.
Bienvenue, Paradox.
But
Dead or alive. Thank you, Erdon.
as soon as I ordered them, like I got a text message the very next morning that they were dropping a new collection of tops that were Star Wars. And it just went live today. And my order just shipped today. And I'm so pissed off.
My God.
Fuckers! Libet's like, how do they always do that? I'm like, I don't know. But you would think, like, okay, as soon as they start, like, setting up the marketing for the new collection or whatever, I really think they should have, like, a message pop up in
Son,
checkout.
lay down.
That's like, do you want to wait because we are coming out with something new and
Tomorrow.
and that would help me out a lot because I've missed out on a couple.
Hello, son. You are just so needy.
I'll heal you.
So needy.
Hi. Oh yes, I love you too. I love your face. Anyway, I need to deal with the yard, but then I need to come over here one day next week and deal with the yard. But I figured out what it is that I planted out there. And I was like, I don't know what the hell it is. Up by the mailbox, peonies,
Oh.
and they really like to multiply. So instead
They
of
do.
one, you have like 4.
Yeah, I noticed that
And
there's.
so I'm going to take 1
Okay.
or 2, maybe. I don't know. I had somebody walk by the house as I was taking out the trash last night, which I just put together this morning that she said that her ex-fiance used to live there. And then like a few sentences later, she said something about him dying recently. And then I realized that's who I've been getting all the mail for.
Worry not.
So that's fun.
Yeah.
But she apparently whoever owned it fixed it up for selling or whatever. Like, she's like, it's really beautiful. I didn't know that this house could be that beautiful. And your flowers are so beautiful. I thought they were fake. Like, no, I planted them. I don't know what kind of flowers they are. They are surprise flowers.
Do you want to come in too? Come on.
Access, kitty boy.
Rowan, come back in. Rowan.
Kitty,
Do you want to come back in?
Hey.
Well,
Come
fine. I'll just leave the door open and you guys can wander. How's that?
As the wind.
Ah.
I really don't think I can overcome the amount of healing that they can do.
Grant me your strength.
Because, like, I'm just not doing any damage. And when I do damage, it's like, oh, no,
Dying on me.
heal. Just everyone. You get a heal, and you get a heal.
I appreciate that that's meme now, and so I can laugh at it because I used to get so mad at those giveaway things, especially when it was like a fucking car, and I'm like, you're giving somebody something that they have to pay taxes on, that they might not have the money to pay taxes on, like.
Hi, Axie.
Maybe no.
Time is an illusion. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it sure is. I've been late to everything today.
Is that better?
I was on time for my smoking cessation counseling appointment. That's just.
I'll protect you.
I was on time to see Susan. But we had some technical difficulties, and it took us about 7 minutes to get it situated so we could actually have the appointment. Late for everything today.
We march on.
I won because I did. They had slightly more damage at the end. I should not have won that. That is. I will say that is shenanigans of the highest caliber.
So, if you don't kill them all, I'm assuming like there's a round limit,
So,
and that's how it's determined.
so the way it goes is both teams start off with whatever your start of battle ability is, if you have one,
Okay.
and then it goes based off of initiative. So whoever's got the highest initiative goes first, and they'll use one of the red abilities, and that costs 1, 2, or 3 points, and you can see like Earthshaker is 2 points. He has 2, so if he does Earthshaker, it's going to use all of his abilities.
Yeah.
Round Swing, same thing. Bear Crush he could do twice. And they've got little conditions for them, so like he'll only use Earthshaker if there's 5 or more enemies and no flying enemies, because Earthshaker won't affect them. And so like he gets his turn, he uses his ability. The blue abilities kind of happen either in response to something, or it's kind of like my trap cards, and you
Yeah.
like it's the activates when an ally is attacked. He can jump in front and take the hit for them. Or like the Were Owl lady. So like she's got reincarnation. Like, no, show me reincarnation. There we go. Revives one ally. Just brings someone back from the dead at 1 HP. Like it uses all of her active points, but
she can do it.
she can do it. And so, like, if it gets to her turn and no one's dead, then it'll, like, kind of move between those. And it just keeps going all around until you are out of active points on both sides. So, like, that last round, we just kept going back and forth, changing, like, derpy attacks, while everyone on this team's passive ability was heal. My main passive ability is heal. Or don't take damage at all. Or guard people.
You know.
So, like...
So you hit just a little bit harder.
I hit just... And that's how you're actually supposed to beat the Amalia fights. Like, they don't expect you... I mean, they do expect you to... There are team compositions that will beat her. But, like, if you want to do it when it's available and not have to grind to get to level 40 as she is, it's you go in with a thief and anyone else with an ability or with an item called Thief's Mantle, which gives them the thief ability evade. Which, as long as they've got enough passive points between the two of them, they'll dodge all of her attacks, and all you have to do is do 1 point of damage, and then you're never going to get hit by any of her attacks, because all of her attacks are melee and will not pass through evade. And so it's like, that is the cheesiest shit ever. But I did it.
You know?
Like, I won by doing 10 points of damage because I got a lucky critical.
You hit the 3-pointer at the buzzer.
I mean... So, like, it's an interesting concept for this, because, like, if you were, like, we'll leave the Colosseum, and we'll go to an actual thing where combat can happen. We'll go to one of these.
Gosh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I I might be running myself a little ragged.
Will and I were talking about that. It's like, you were talking about, let me tell you about this week. And I was like, it's Tuesday. All right, let's, we'll pop in a flying unit.
I'll take wing.
So I can kind of show that off.
I'll handle this.
And then we'll bring in my
In service of the royal family.
What would
all
you have me do?
horse all the time unit. Okay, so
I'll not
all horse all the time can only go on land. Like, I can't go this way. You see the
Yeah.
little cursor's turned into an X. And it'll automatically decide what the best path is for their movement abilities. So, like, that would be the fastest. You can see the little yellow, like, it would
Yeah.
go that way. You can tell it to not do that and, like, set specific way markers. It'll be slower to do that, but it'll do it.
Yeah.
But my little flying person here, they can go wherever the hell they want. So, like, one way to cheese this fight is to set a waypoint over here and then have them go straight for the boss and just kill the boss. Because as you see in this, you know, and what pisses me off is this scenario can change by the time you get there. There have been so many times that I've been like, oh, I'll kill this person, but it's all random number generator. And so, like, you get to the actual fight and you can't back away from the fight once you're there.
Yeah.
It has to happen. It becomes a, oh, their RNG is better and they're going to get all these crits and you're going to die. And so it tells you beforehand, it's like, you're going to die. So,
Fun. Fun.
but you can see, like, she has a number of 4, so that's the number of times she can get into a fight before she cannot move after that point.
Okay.
So her unit has to stay there, and there's something they've got called rest, which makes them completely vulnerable. They don't, if a unit is attacking a resting unit, the resting unit does not get any of their actions until the entirety of the other team attacks first. So that is a massive hindrance.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do Hasten Call, which that's the speedy ability. And I want to see just how fast my horsey team can move. We're gonna have them come after this ballista.
by your word.
That is way faster than they're supposed to do.
Your demise. For the liberation. I'll not fail you.
And we're just gonna take over this and just start shooting everybody.
Your command. Come.
And like,
I have you.
there's a meme about the horse teams. So all of the cavalry with the lances, they have an ability called Wild Rush, which one person attacks. If you have Wild Rush, you just follow up with an attack. So one person attacks, and I've got 3 of those lance wielders on this team. They all just come rushing forward.
We strive together.
Wild Rush.
Hold on.
And there's one. Oh, they didn't get to do it because the person died. So. Oh, Knight's Pursuit. That's the end. It's just Knight's Pursuit. And oh, I didn't get a 3rd Knight's Pursuit.
Yield. Stand. Be healed. I fight in me yet.
Like, I'm gonna say just right off, that is a ridiculous team. I love
It
them.
really is.
I love them.
It is an absurd team. It's awesome. Absurd.
Gaze upon the face of your demise. Decades of diligence.
I'm actually getting better at this.
They're going to level up because they're a little under level for us. But let's see. So this is a team that I really like.
What is it?
Let's show their movement. We'll have them come down here as well. That's normal movement speed.
Not chosen my grave yet.
Yeah.
I won't disappoint.
Yeah.
Is that
But as you can see, so like they had a higher number. They had a number of 5. And so now they're down to 2.
Got it.
Because they get attacked. If you're on one of these watchtowers or if you're on a town, you don't lose your stamina. So that's actually one of the things that makes this fight interesting is you've got these 4 watchtowers. So you've got a cleric, and you've got a ranger, and a cleric, and there was another ranger here. So if you're in range of these, you can provide support. So like in this case, like if this were a caster or a ranged unit, they could provide ranged magic or healing support to this team because they're within range.
Yeah.
It would take one of their stamina. But if you're on a watchtower, it's just oh no, we can provide support without costing stamina. So like that's the advantage to taking over things like
We
this.
do good self-care and we fill our own cup first, and then we can help everybody else.
Exactly. Which is kind of hilarious, and like we're just gonna watch this. Like she's just still running along.
Making her way down to...
And I run into a group of people. So this is my Rose Knights. Oh no, this is not my Rose Knight team. This is my Griffin team.
you can do it.
My Griffin team is basically the Griffin is just there for movement. Everyone else is just. I like ice.
Steady.
I don't like that though.
Allow me to mend your wounds.
Why not?
Oh well, he's dead. I'd say I would have been real mad if you hit her. That would have killed her. But 10% chance to hit, so.
Too weak.
And Iron Panties is just invincible.
It's the iron panties, you see.
I mean, it is.
Good, Griffin. I did it.
Let's see. Let's also. Oh, I can't hit all 3 of them. It's just not wide enough. I can hit these guys. Why would I do this? Why not? It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's fun.
It's a power move. That's just...
It kind of is. Hitting people with a hammer. But yeah, so, okay, we've got the lady in the middle has a bow and arrow who focuses on ice. My witch focuses on ice. She has an ability that'll give someone else's attack ice. She just kicks people.
I mean...
Just in the face.
Like, why even carry a sword at that point? Just
I
gonna
mean-
kick them. I'm 15 years old and I like to kick.
I actually probably need to change this because, like, I really don't think I need to have so many counterattack abilities. Oh, you killed my ranged person.
Rude.
Actually, yes, very. It's a dick move. I mean, I'm still gonna win, but that was just a dick move.
And she responds like it was a dick move.
And he dies due to poison damage.
That's how it's done. My griffin will get a treat for
So
this.
really poison damage, or did he just look and go, if I just fall over and play dead?
Maybe the woman with the iron panties won't kill me. I mean, there are worse ways to go, but...
But I do like to live.
I mean,
It's been going okay so far.
I've always joked that if I've gotta die, it'd be to a woman in iron panties, but...
It would be to a giantess in iron panties.
Let's see, let's use those, because I got...
I really feel like he was leaning more towards death by snoo rather than
I mean...
otherwise. But
Let's see, I've got 7 of these. Who can I... So these will give anyone under 40 9,000 experience.
oh wow.
So, let's find people who are...
You don't want to know how I felt when I woke up.
Never doubt a desert kid.
1,
Diligence
2,
pays dividends.
3,
Service of the crown.
I don't really want to use that. I'll use that on you.
Better than Clive now.
The fruits of diligence
Monica,
are
we
sweet
can do
indeed.
that.
Impressive.
Yeah, I'll do Rosalinda. I've got one more. Who is actually worth using this on? I think it's going to be...
To better serve Care Rosalinda.
Also, I got one of these for completing a quest at the end of the game.
Oh my god.
50 XP. It's like...
It's what we know you're going to be playing this a lot more, so here you are at the end, the beginning.
It's like, if they're level 10 or below, it's like... I could use it to level up one of my... Like, I've got all these, like, no-face people. These are just, like, the random NPC type that you can hire. All they do is they hang out in towns for me and collect things. Let's do this. Who of these have the highest to next level? I'm going to give it to you, because you had a nice even number. But yeah, so like each of these towns that are blue has a person there to collect things for me. So like I literally just hired a bunch of crappy NPCs. Rowan, do not jump up on the game shelf. Come here.
Hey, buddy.
Nope, I'm going to wander around.
Hey. Hi. Come here. Come on. You can visit with me. It's fine.
But like, yeah, I came in and like, hire. Who do I need to hire? Who costs the least amount? Because I didn't have a ton of currency. And I'm like, I'm just going to buy the cheapest people around. And I bought a ton of them.
Hi.
And I think what I'm going to do is when I let's play this. So when you go to hire someone, you can change a bunch of stuff about them. But you don't get to actually pick their name. You just pick their name from a list. And there's a male-coded list and a female-coded list, which is a little eh. But like, I really think what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to hire. if I hire someone that I'm actually going to use, I'm going to give them a name. But if I'm hiring someone whose their whole purpose is just to sit in a town, I'm going to name them all the same thing. So like the sellsword female coded name, we could do Rhonda. Arbalist female coded name, I think I can also do Rhonda. So I would name them all Rhonda.
I saw Rhonda.
Yep,
There it is.
Rhonda. Very bottom. So like I would just name all of the female coded characters the same name, all of the male coded characters the same name, because I actually hired 2 people on accident. And I hired them and gave them the same name and then lost track of who was actually who. And so that is what has, like, all my male characters are going to be Lebrecht. Or Rudolph.
I was gonna say Rudolph and Rhonda.
Rudolph, Rhonda, or Jorg. Manfred. Holtz. Hansel. Helwig. Benedict. Everyone's gonna be Humbert. I was actually talking earlier. There's one character that I've got. He's my Dark Knight character in my Mommy Dom team. And his name is Gloucester. And I call him Gloucester, but it's not how it's actually supposed to be pronounced.
No,
but his
not
name
at all. Everyone I know from Gloucester is going to slap me.
But I call him Gloucester.
Because why not?
It is. So yeah, both kiddies are here. We've got Axis hanging out, being a good boy, and Rowan's just being Rowan.
Well, now he's being a good boy. He's being a good snuggle boy.
So yeah.
The chin scritches.
Oh, let's go ahead and show this. Let's see.
Feet? Is it show feet?
Show-
Show feet
show
guys
feet.
here? That's how we'll know we've made it.
Let's load the other save file. So this is many hours earlier into the game because I've done a fair bit. Like I hadn't finished this continent yet.
I hadn't noticed.
Yeah. But this is where you get to choose who you want to marry. And you come here and you get to pick between people who you've built up a rapport with. So like I can show let's marry Travis. And there is voice acting to this part, but we can't really hear it because I don't want it to be picked up on the mic.
Yeah.
So.
It's funny. I've spent some time looking into the legends about the unicorn, and I don't know. I just don't see where I fit in.
I'd like you to have the ring of the maiden.
Sorry, do I look like a maiden to you?
I love that he actually blushes at that point.
I ask this covenant not for your appearance, but your strength.
Could have said that sooner, don't you think? Still, seems like a pretty big decision. Not the kind of thing you want to discuss standing up. Let's sit.
That's
not sitting.
Swearing this oath is really how we beat Zenoira. Well, I'll be expecting.
It's probably a lot easier to get up from in armor, though.
Yeah, probably.
Simply name the position.
Probably.
Uh-huh. You know that means there'll be no getting rid of me,
Just
right?
name the position and it's yours.
I couldn't think of a greater friend
Ladies.
to have at my side. So please, Travis, this right is all that I desire.
Librarian that I may or may not have
We
contact.
fall short.
Don't even
Will you
talk
show
about
me your
losing.
Dewey Decimal System?
I'd like to take a look at your card
I
count.
can't be serious about this. Come on, hand that ring over.
I'd like to check out some books.
Truly.
Could you help me with this
Guess
inner
that was it
library
then.
loan?
Oh, and I think I mentioned I really love reading. So
Who-
once this is all
same.
over, maybe we can build ourselves a library.
We're gonna build just how cute is it? We're gonna build ourselves a library.
A place I can get lost in for days on
That's what I
end.
need to do is I need to marry a rich librarian, which doesn't fucking exist.
Yeah, I'm about to say
We'll
that's.
build our own library.
Where are you going, son? So yeah. So you got the Ring of the Unicorn, Ring of the Maiden. So when you do that, you get these pieces of equipment, which are actually kind of ridiculous. They can only be equipped on the characters that you just used. So I can use Ring of the Unicorn, gives me 1 active point and all stats plus 5.
Yes.
The Ring of the Maiden is the exact opposite. It's 1 passive point and all stats plus. So he's actually a really good character to give this to because that just means he could evade 4 attacks with that. And he's got, already decent evasion.
Yeah.
So, he's not a bad character.
Oh, Travis.
But one of the things, so, like I said, I saved it right here. So I went through and there's the character the game wants you to be paired with, which is Scarlet.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of set that as, childhood friend. She has a destiny to find the chosen hero who happens to be, it's just, the game really pushes that. But they don't care who you pick. And so I looked through a couple of the characters and, who had, some of the best stat combinations, which are, 2 of these characters were the 2 that I was leaning towards. So, in my playthrough, I gave to Melisandre, but Rosalind is also exceptionally powerful. But I want you to look through this character list. So obviously we can't use Elaine. We can do Scarlet, our childhood best friend, our daddy figure, our childhood best friend's crush, big
Some
man with a big
guy.
shield, Horseman 1, we just saw Travis, mercenary axe wielder, indecisive archer, Hulk smash. I don't think I can do Fiora. Because I think she's in. Those are 2 characters that are NPCs, so they don't count. Sharon, we could do. Sorceress, who's old enough to be my grandmother. Alcoholic Hammerman. Big Snaky Sword Woman. Horse Guy number 2.
Alcoholic Hammerman is a good name for a band.
I think Fran is also a main character. So I think we could do Fran. We could do Angel Woman. We could do
Horse Girl.
Horse Girl 1. We could do Hammer Wielding Woman. We can do Mommy Issue Sorcerer. He really wants his mom to notice him. We can do Sexy Shaman. Done Melisandre. We could do Daddy Fighter. Horse Guy number 3. We could do Slightly Uncomfortable Healer, who may or may not have committed war crimes.
Okay.
We could do Horse Paladin Lady 2. We could do our cousin.
No, I don't recommend that.
We could do our cousin's faithful attendant.
Dude, that's just fucked up. Don't split them up. It's fine.
That's one of the things.
Unless you're marrying them to make sure one of them has health insurance.
That's the thing. Everyone's like, I really want to do this character, but I really feel like I'm cucking one of the other characters inadvertently. And like, they don't have like any of like, okay, the Angel Woman and where is she? Sharon. Those two characters, we're pretty sure are in love with each other, just based off of their conversation. Like, she's like, I will kill anyone and everyone to protect that innocent little healer. And she did. She killed a lot of people to protect that innocent little healer. And she recruited us to kill more people to save that innocent healer. She's like, you don't know the lengths at which I will do, the people I will kill to save. So, like, and, like, your childhood best friend and his crush. The fact that you could marry either of them just feels like, well, that's uncomfortable for the other one. But, like, there's so many I can do.
Or they've been really looking to, like, have a triad.
Being poly, I'm like, I feel like there should be some more relationship options. Also, what gets me is all of the same-sex dialogues are like Travis. It's like, it's not really romantic. There's a little bit of like, we'll build a library together kind of like,
Yeah.
but like not the same type of romance as if it's, one of the female-coded characters. But like, there's so many people.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
That is some hair.
Oh, he's.
Oh, no. It's
Yeah.
okay. Still.
Yeah, that's some sort of
It's
cape.
fucking intense looking.
Yeah, he's
Brooding, apparently.
yeah, he's got some, and he's in love with one of the other elf characters that you can, and like that's just that in itself. So like, you could marry any of these characters. Like a lot of people marry her because
Girl, aren't you cold?
Well, okay, so the other character that I was looking at that's really good, where is she? She's in this section. Ralinor. I'm uncomfortable with her outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's some camel toe. And camel toe is not something you want in a piece of armor.
No, it is not.
It's like that's a thing. I could marry. She actually gets a really, really good scene where she's like, there's no, oh yes, I want to marry. Like she's like, I'm not going to be tied to someone who can't beat me, so let's fight. And so they fight at the altar there. Like that's their whole. That's her shtick.
Hey, you don't talk to me in my rich librarian fantasy ever again. I could dream, Harold. No, I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to at least stage getting married again so that way I can fight at the altar. Just
So like, and
sounds entertaining to me.
one of the good things about this game is once you get to this point, you're like, oh, I haven't cultivated a relationship with the character that I want to marry. For whatever reason that may be. You can go to any castle. And you can go, any castle has a tavern. And you can go
Killed to the bone.
and you can build up rapport.
No time.
So, like, any of these characters... Actually, I don't think any of these characters... I don't think I could do with him. That would be one of the... But, like, let's pick Mommy Dom. And this is a a thing in all Vanillaware games. They are really big into food porn.
I mean,
Because when you go to... This is the scene you get.
A veritable feast.
I want some of that cake.
Bad.
Like, real bad.
Go on, eat. As though it were made by the royal chef.
And, like, that's how you can build rapport. And, like, beef and vegetable pot au feu. Basil snapper capriccio. Or capriccio. Like, each tavern has its own meal selection. So, like, go here.
Good seeing you, friend.
I can get
I'll take your
a honey apple tart, bacon and soft-boiled glaze, velvety omelet and rice stew.
I don't know how I feel about an omelet being in stew.
Well, let's take a look at it, shall we? I can do 4 people, so let's do those 4 because those are all friends, and it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be keeping this, but like, how does this supposed to be? So you've got potato and egg salad, ripened sweet oranges, and fresh bread along with this.
I mean, I'll eat most of the rest. I'm still just not sure about the... I'm generally not sure about omelets. Yeah. I make really good omelets. I don't like to eat them.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, these bacon and soft-boiled egg, guys, that looks fucking delicious. Aged cheese spread, fresh sliced ham salad, fluffy potatoes.
So good. You want some? As though it were made
I
by the royal chef.
am curious about the bacon and the soft-boiled egg, and I might have to look it up.
Like-
Not because I don't love egg, but if it's something I could make for other people, I'm down to learn it.
Looking to beat the heat, are we?
A pizza.
Feel
Like, this is just, it's awesome and ridiculous, and
You know, I'm not mad about it.
decadent rice pilaf, fresh caught seafood paella.
And neither of us would eat that.
And then
But again, with the cake.
the Fraser cake. In fact, in the collector's edition that I've got here, in the concept art book, they have pictures of all the food. And you know what I really want is I want the person who did the cookbook that you got me, the video game cookbook. I want them to do all of these recipes. Because, like I said, Vanillaware does this in all of their games. Like, I Let's Played Muramasa. And one of the big things in Muramasa is you get to stop at, like, these restaurants, and you get all of these gorgeous-looking traditional foods. Ramens, soups, seafood, like, everything. And it's this level of detailed. And I'm just like... Someone in this company is just like, I get off hardcore to food. And I'm going to put this in every game so that everyone knows it.
You know, I love food. I have a very deep and abiding passion for food. Not that kind.
Well, hello there.
Of passion. I mean, the food is very subjective.
Tender herb-crusted chicken.
Yes.
Scrumptious eggs Benedict.
Yes, I actually really like Eggs Benedict.
All right, let's do this and the Mommy Dom again so that we can get more. And we'll do Gloucester as well. Alan Suzanne made an amazing paella. I've never had paella that I can.
You like it?
So, like, yeah, that.
Shall we?
Because I can get down with some hollandaise
Go on,
sauce.
Mind bringing me back sometime?
You want to bring me back?
Do you come?
And then, like, one of the other things you can do to build up rapport is when you have someone stationed at a castle or a town, so like their little guard to get stuff. Like I don't know where anyone's actually stationed. Who is my more alcoholic hammer guy here. So you can give gifts to these people, and that's the other way to build up rapport. But this seems kind of silly. I can give him a dress, or a teapot, cut flower, a bouquet, and like the more. So like these, I think it goes in order. So like these are kind of cheesy. These are more expensive, and they give more rapport. But supposedly in one of the online guides, it's like there's some characters like better things, or like certain things more. So I don't know if that actually works. But like I could. All right, let's do this because it'll be faster than just looking at all the food porn. What did I accidentally start? Yeah, let's buy some apples. Sure. I didn't actually want to buy apples, but let's do enlistment. Or no, station guard. And let's put Mommy Dom here. Where is she? I can't. There you are. Did you not actually get stationed here? You didn't. So there.
If you say so.
There. Okay. Let's give you a gift, and we're going to give you a black diamond, because that'll just max out our rapport. And then, in order to actually marry her, you have to go to rapport and find the character, and then it opens up all of these possible conversations. So, like, this is the first conversation we had with her. Hell is your deal? You're still just a kid, but you're out here leading one of the biggest armies. And, like, it starts off as, like, okay, more of an introduction, friendly terms, and this is their kind of, you can see them together moment. Why aren't you afraid of me? I have really interesting kinks. Watching my mom die in combat kind of fucked me up. So, like, you can, and then like, I haven't seen this one. So, like, this is her second one. That's an interesting pet name.
Huh.
I thought you could use a bit of friendly teasing is all. Look, don't. I already have some kink issues. Stop it. That would be rather stifling. We barely know each other, which means we're free to just breathe, be ourselves without giving a damn. Are you coming on to me? Against my royal retainers. You got a problem with me laughing? Yes. It's almost stunning in a way. Wow. You can make fun of me, but I can't make fun of you. Okay, cool.
Just a
There's a little friendly teasing, as you put it.
Oh.
So sweet. And then, like, there's the last conversation. And then it's probably about time to end. So we'll do that. And then, oh, and low battery. So, like, the game, everything's
man.
telling me, it's like, no, you got to be done. And then our final conversation. Why do you keep talking to me like this? Well, perhaps it's because I enjoy your company and a chance to let my guard down. Here's the downside. It means we don't fucking know each other. Wow, she is really dark. I mean, she's not wrong, but not that I'm gonna stab you in the back, but... That's not the direction I... Am I some sort of joke to you?
Do I look like a joke to you? Yes, let's.
Yes. So yeah, like, now I can marry her. Should I want to.
You love her for her dark sense of humor.
I could say that about so many of the people in my life that I love. I love them for their dark sense of humor. You, Amber, Libbet.
Yeah. Something, therapy, something. I'm doing the work.
Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you've
guys.
enjoyed the stream. I'm sorry it was not what I had intended, but like I said, hopefully next week we'll get to that. In the meantime, I'm going to finish up this game and then I'm going to start recording it. So look forward to so much more of this.
So many more activities within this space.
Because, I mean, this game is just, there's so much to it, and I love it so much. But yeah, we got anything else?
I don't think so. The talk that I went to was the nature of being a writer, and now I feel like I've got a little juice. I wouldn't say expect something soon, but I do really need to get back to my writing again. Other than that, it's embarrassing myself in front of anyone who shows up at the church I've started singing at. So.
Yeah. But yeah, so.
Yeah. Not a whole lot going on. I'll tell you more about the library stuff and maybe about Celeste. Ooh.
Crushing. But yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll be back next week. Same hat time, same hat channel, 7:30 Eastern, Wednesday. And like I said, hopefully we'll be playing Noita. I think that's Noita. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce that.
That sounds.
But
right.
like, I don't know why just saying that it hits the ear wrong. But I don't know if that's actually how it's supposed to be. But yeah. So we'll see you then. Till then, take care, stay safe.
Wash your hands, wear a mask, use some Covixel or something.
Yeah, all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And try to avoid the pollen because it's that season again.
It is.
So.
Oh, the great pine bukkake season of North Carolina.
I have to have so much self-control to not say that at work. Because everyone's talking about pollen. I'm like, oh, you mean bukkake season? And everyone, like, I just know one of these days I'm going to say that. And
It's gonna be all my fault.
and not all your. I've been saying it for quite some time. But yeah, like, oh, that's gonna be a thing. So, but yeah, so enjoy bukkake season, pollen bukkake season.
Enjoy.